Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another edition of Thai Talk with Dan. Well, it seems clear that guys are always going to constantly come over here to Thailand and get with the wrong type of woman, especially bar girls, because that's who they end up mixing with. A lot of guys feel that they're just gonna come to a place like Pattaya, have some fun with many women, and then go home and lay awake at night and think about the spoils of war in Pattaya. However, it doesn't always end up like that. People seem to fall in love when you've got a pretty young woman giving you the time of day. Now, today's story goes to show what happens when you come to Thailand, fall in love with a bar girl, take her back home, marry her. Need I say more? Another crazy Thailand story about a guy who falls for a bar girl and has friends that are even telling him, no, do not be carrying on with these women like this. They are pay for play, not pay for keep. Money. So without further ado, let's jump into today's Thailand story. Hi Dan, after watching many of your videos on YouTube, I have decided to send you mine, but I have two nightmare stories, including Thai women. I know people will say, once bitten, twice shy, and I don't blame them. So I thought, why not? If my stories help save one person falling for a bar girl, especially financially, then I am only glad to help. So here goes. I have 3 friends who travel to Thailand regularly, but as a married man, obviously I couldn't join them. The stories I heard from my friends, and more than anything, the absolutely stunning girls they would show me on their camera phones. Now, I wasn't jealous because I had a high-paying job and a lovely family.
What could possibly go wrong, eh?
And then one day, my wife came to me to say, I don't love you anymore and I want a divorce.
Shit, here we go again.
I didn't know it then, but she was about to change my life. First, for the best, then the worst financially. Now, as all my children had already flown the nest, I just buried myself in work and I made a fortune. Then one day, one of my mates said, come to Thailand with us. But I was a good 15 years older than the rest of them. I said, these Thai girls wouldn't be interested in a guy like myself. My mate, who is also called John, could speak very good Thai. He said, don't let on to these Thai girls. So I had a good idea what John was talking about. So I decided to go and have a chat with my grown-up children. And they all said, Dad, you go and enjoy. But my daughter said, I don't want a stepmother younger than myself. I laughed and said, no worries about that. And those words would come back to haunt me in the future. So the day finally came. I was more nervous than excited, thinking that my mates will get a girl and I will be going back to my hotel alone. So, off we went to Bangkok. I wanted to go first class, but my mates couldn't afford it, so economy class it was. Right, Now this is where the start of my nightmare begins. We arrived to Pattaya in a minibus. I couldn't believe all of these stunning girls were waving to me. So we checked into our hotel, got ready, and then we all met in reception. Well, we hadn't even gone 30 seconds when this stunning girl ran out of the bar and grabbed me. One of my mates, Tony, said, "Get used to it." I literally felt like Willy Wonka with a golden ticket, and that night I spent the evening with a super stunning Thai girl who was a lot younger than myself.
To make a sexy time.
To make sexy time?
Yes.
Me and you?
Yes.
You're not my type.
It is not important. I will use a force. Yes. Why not?
In the morning, she said, "I stay with you." So I agreed to bar fine her again. Then there was a knock at my door. My mate Dave said, "We are going to see my friend." And then he said, "Why is she still with you?" I said, "She has to pay the bar fine again." He said, "It doesn't work like that," and to get rid of her, which she clearly understood. So I said I can't hurt her feelings. So my mate left the room. It must have been 5 minutes later and my other mate banged on the door. He came in and told me, "I warned you about falling for these BS stories." So I agreed to pay the girl and off she went, and I did feel sorry for her. So anyway, as the holiday went on, I was with other girls, but my mind kept coming back to the first girl. So I said to my mates, I am going back to her bar and I'm going to bar fine her. They all said, "No problem, but be warned about her stories." And John said, "Don't tell her that I can speak Thai." So she was talking in Thai to her friend in the bar. Obviously, I couldn't understand her. That night, my mates were in the bar and she sat by me and my mate who spoke Thai. He had her friend sitting with him. When they went to the toilet, he said, "Have you told her that I can speak Thai?" I said no, but knowing that I had. Then he said, "She actually likes you." But my mate said, "Be careful." So I bar fined this girl for the remainder of the holiday. I spent an absolute fortune on her, but told her not to tell my friends, who by now had a different girl every night. I thought I would be like that and wish I did now. So it was time to go home and she gave me her phone number and bank account number, which I kept a secret. Now she was in the minibus going to the airport with us, and then my mate said something to her in Thai. Her face turned to anger. I said, "What did you say?" My mate said, "I told her not to play with your head and your bank balance." Now, when we finally got sitting to board the plane, my mate said, "Throw her bank details in that bin by us." I said, "I haven't got them." He said, "Empty your wallet in front of me." I had it in my top pocket, so I emptied my wallet and he said, "Well done." I was devastated being back home. We phoned every day and I felt heartbroken. I sent her large amounts of money every month, as money was no problem, and then I returned with my mates back to Thailand at Christmas. Now, I didn't tell my friends, but she was at the airport waiting for me, and they played absolute hell with me about it. Well, within the next 8 months, she was back in the UK after we secretly got married.
Gotcha, bitch!
I got in with some guys who had Thai wives in Wales, and she had a job in a local supermarket along with 5 other Thai girls who were also working there. So while I was away working, I left her my baby ATM card and showed her how to take £50 at a time.
Are you stupid or something? I'm as stupid as a stupid does.
Well, my next bank account statement came, and it turned out that every day for 1 month, £50 was taken out each day. When I confronted her, she said it was for her family. I wasn't mad, but I was not happy either. Well, as time went on, she became very friendly with a Thai girl she works with, and this Thai girl's husband works abroad, and he lets her do whatever she wants, including a lot of partying. So, my wife would end up missing work to go out with her. I was fuming, and she said, "Do you think that I am going with other men?" I said, "I trust you 100%. I was home one weekend on a rare occasion and was looking forward to going out to our local town with my Thai wife and friends who also had Thai wives. And as we were getting ready, her phone rang. She then said, "I'm going to Cardiff with my Thai friend." And then I said straight away, "No, you are not. I am your husband." She then screamed at me and said, "You are not my father." And then the next minute, a taxi pulled up with her friend inside of it, and she got in and left. I was going absolutely crazy in the house, so I called my mate Tony. He said he heard rumours that she is seeing other guys. Now, she didn't end up coming home until the following afternoon. She came in crying. "I'm sorry, you mad at me. I love only you." She told me that she got drunk and fell asleep in her friend's house, and I, stupidly, forgave her. Well, things then started to improve, so I decided to stop working on weekends, and we started to go out with all of our friends. Then one day, while working away, I needed to go to the local bank and get some money out. From what I remember, it was just over £2,000 that I needed to get out, and I knew I had plenty of money in the bank. However, the member of staff in the bank said I have insufficient funds in my account. So I quickly asked for a monthly bank statement. I nearly had a heart attack. Every single day, £500 had been taken out of my account for a month or just a little bit longer. So I checked where from, and it was in the shop by my house. I called my wife and she denied everything. I said, "Have you got my bank card?" She looked and said yes. Then she said it wasn't her. I said I come home tomorrow and we go down to the bank. She said okay, and then I thought maybe she is telling the truth. So the next day we both went into the bank, explained everything. Then they said, "That ATM machine has a camera, so they can see who took it out." So I said to my wife, "Was it you?" And she still denied it. And to be honest, I was praying that it wasn't her. Then it came up with her face at the ATM card. And lo and behold, she came up with a massive sob story. She said Her father was building an extension on the house I had built for her family. He wanted a nice room with air conditioning for me because of the heat at night. And lo and behold again, I stupidly forgave her. But unbeknown to me, my mates found out because one of them is seeing a Thai girl who works with my wife. They all said, "Good enough for you." Well, on my next visit to Thailand, we went up to her place. There wasn't even another brick laid. Her father came up the road in a massive 4x4 truck. I guess that's where my money had gone. Not only that, my wife's phone kept ringing and she would hide who she was speaking to. Only until we got back to Wales, I found out that she was pregnant. But the kicker is, I can't have children. So, it turns out that she was made pregnant by a Turkish guy who worked in the local kebab takeaway shop. Did I get sympathy from my friends? Did I? They all said, "Good enough for you." So I ended up kicking her out and we flew back to Thailand to get a divorce. I thought to myself, I will keep going to Pattaya with my mate, but only to have fun, and I will never ever fall in love with another Thai girl. But boy, oh boy, how wrong I was. Right guys, if you want part 2 to this story, please comment down below and I'll ask this subscriber if he can deliver. Well guys, can you relate to this story or can you just simply look at it like me as this is absolutely bonkers? And then the big kick in the nuts at the end of it was that the local Turkish kebab guy had got your wife up the duff. My head would literally fall off. But let's hope that this video helps warn other guys, as there's plenty of them out there who are now currently dating a bar girl from Thailand and they're about to get the full Thai bar girl experience. And you don't fully feel that until you get taken to the village to meet the family. And then that's when, for most of us, the penny starts to drop and you think, hey up, this is an expensive do, this one. And there's no guarantees. So anyway, it's an experience. And it's an experience that people should only have one time and one time only. But this guy states at the end of his story that he ended up coming back to Thailand and it looks like he got involved with another Thai woman. So I've already emailed him back and stated that I am definitely interested in hearing part 2 of what this guy has got up to. Now guys, if you've got your own Thailand story that you wish to share on the channel, then as always, get your emails sent in to thaitalkwithdan@gmail.com. Thanks for watching, stay safe and don't date a bar girl. Ciao for now guys, bye bye.